To kick off the new year, I've made my way to the breathtaking coastline of South Australia to tackle one of the most iconic four-wheel drive routes, the Beachport to Robe track. Known for its challenging terrain, this route winds through stunning beaches, rolling dunes, and rugged landscapes. Along the way, I'll be pushing my own limits and testing out the full capabilities of my BT50 off-road, so stick around and see how we handle one of Australia's most famous coastal tracks. And if you're new here, my name is Sarah and I'm traveling Australia solo in my BT50. It is my goal to inspire you to get out there and explore some of Australia's best locations. So if you love all things camping, four-wheel driving, fishing, diving, hiking, and honestly just getting outdoors, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Your support means the world to me. Good morning guys, welcome back to another video and happy new year. I cannot wait to take on 2025 with you all. We have got so many cool places to see and I am keeping a few really exciting things under wraps which I will share with you all very soon. But yeah, goal for this year is literally to finish off South Australia and then get into WA where I feel like we'll spend most of the year there. We are currently in this beautiful coastal town called Beachport. So the plan of attack today is we are going to be tackling the Beachport to Robe four-wheel drive track. So this track connects the two coastal towns together. It's approximately 50 kilometers in length. However, I know that you can sort of like zip in and out, so that can obviously vary, but this is sort of classified as like some of the softest sand in Australia, like big call, but yeah, it's a little bit of, I'm going to say like a challenging route to take, but we are going to be dropping our tires down super low for this one. Like we're talking like 10 to 15 PSI. We might even go lower than that just to be on the safe side. Really cool things to see along the way, beautiful beaches, sand dunes, all the rest of it. Super busy time of year. So I've come out nice and early to see if we can somewhat beat the crowds, but either way, let's air down. I might throw the drone up just to sort of see what we're getting ourselves into and then we'll hit the track. So we're starting the tires on 15, but I'm also going to preset these down to 10 now. So that way, if we do need to drop it lower once we're on the beach, it'll be a very easy process. So just past 3 Mile Rocks and we're about to jump on the beach, which I'm so keen for. But one thing I thought I would mention before we do is that there is like virtually no phone reception out here. So I would highly recommend like download Google Maps before you actually get out here. But also like Beachport do like information packs for full drivers coming out here. So you get maps and a few other bits and pieces. So definitely do that if you're going to be heading out here. But either way, let's get on the beach. I was about to drive down to that beach and then I realized that you can actually bypass it. That is the section that is near 5 Mile Rocks, and I'm pretty sure that's where everyone gets bogged. So I wasn't willing to risk it, especially when you can go around. And the way around is incredible. It's like these sand dunes. Navigating this track is no easy feat. It is notorious for four drivers getting bogged in the soft sand, especially in the dunes and along the beach. Now, if you look closely here, you'll see I almost got stuck myself, but luckily I took all the right steps and backed out before digging myself in any deeper. And this is a key lesson for anyone wanting to tackle this route, or really any sand track as well. One challenge I did face was that the track is constantly weaving between sand dunes and stretches of beach, which does make it a little bit tricky to follow at times. There is minimal signage in the area, so you really do have to rely on your maps here. So get yourself a paper map, offline Google Maps, plus there are so many off-roading apps out there that you can use these days as well. Originally, this track allowed full access to the sand dunes. However, due to recent environmental concerns and significant dune erosion, sections have actually been closed just to protect that area. And I was lucky. I had a pretty smooth run for most of the day, barely passing another vehicle. This is one of the perks of getting in early as well. As the day progressed, the tracks became noticeably busier. By the time I reached the Robe side, it was completely backlogged with vehicles, and most people tackle the track from Beachport to Robe. There is nothing stopping you from going the other way or just exploring specific sections. So whatever works for you, definitely get out and give it a go. I thought for sure that that spot had me. I wish I had the GoPro attached because like the actual sand dune itself was really steep and there was this huge like divot, and that's what I got stuck in. So rather than just continue to spin my wheels because that was not going to get me anywhere, I just decided to reverse out of it and just try it again, and that little bit of extra momentum just helped me get out of it. Definitely a lot of fun either way. Around here, we are pretty much like on this sort of home stretch of this section of beach before we get to the Nora bypass. Once we get past that, then we're on that Robe side as well. So we're pretty close to Robe now. I did end up taking the Hermitage track, and this sort of takes you through the dunes, and right behind me is this beautiful lookout on the cliffs. So I found a little spot to park up. So I'm gonna have some lunch here, have some coffee, and then I'll show you guys this view before we start making our way into Robe. I was so keen to go for a swim somewhere, but literally every single beach that I went on was just stupidly busy, and I think that being high tide, it was just backlogging everything as well. So I've come back out to the main stretch. I'm just going to air my tires up now, and then tomorrow is supposed to be like a really sunny day, so I think we'll hit up a couple of other beaches around Robe and just explore that area then. So we've made it out nice and early to Long Beach. We've come to the furthest access point. I'm about to air the tires down and jump on, and we're literally just going to go and find a spot to park up for the day. Hopefully it's warm enough to go for a couple of swims today, but yeah, we've got blue skies, so hopefully that is promising. But this morning I got up nice and early and I went and did a beautiful coastal walk in Robe. So whilst I air the tires down, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a throwback to that because the drone shots of the Robe Obelisk were perfect. So we're all aired down now, but let's check out the access track and then we'll get on the beach. Now, next week, I highly recommend check in. It is actually my birthday next week, so we are heading over to Kangaroo Island for an entire week, which I'm so excited for. My friend Nina will be flying into Adelaide and she'll be tagging along with me, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do 1 or 2 videos, depends on how much we get up to, but there is so much to explore over there, so definitely keen for that. But either way, guys, thank you so much for following along. I cannot wait to bring you guys all of the adventures here in 2025.